Hello everyone, I am here to show you a few tips and tricks that I use normally with Sonic. Now, you don't have to use these, you probably shouldn't use these, but if you do, please don't do it on a laggy device like mine. My game normally freezes every single time I play this game. In fact, let me just quickly make the server private. Lock it. Anyway, back to it. So, one of the first few common things that I do is something I call scatter. What? Oh shoot, I forgot the name. I'm terrible. What did I name it again? I said it all the time. I say it all the time. Scatter baiting. That's what I called it. That sounds terrible. Why'd I name it that? It's scatter baiting, where you use a scatter, you hit them once and then dash away, and then they'll assume that you're going to continue going for an attack and use their counter, which baits out their counter. That's why I call it scatter baiting. Another thing I commonly do is I get either an attack like Flash Strike. It's better with scatter, but sometimes I use Flash Strike. You use explosive shurikens air variant. You use explosive shurikens air variant, and then you use scatter. Now, you must be wondering, why? Why do you do this? Well, sometimes I employ one of two strategies with Sonic. I'm either trying to find out where the next location of the enemy is, or I'm trying to find an opening. Normally, it's the first one. But with that first one, when I'm in that second one, I use explosive shuriken to kind of trick my enemy into thinking, into going into a position where I can easily get them. Because obviously they ain't gonna think that I'm gonna use scatter or flash strike or whirlwind kick right after that, and so they don't have their guard up for like a second, which gives you the chance to use scatter or flash strike. It's better with scatter, because scatter doesn't, like, fly in the air with you, unlike flash strike and whirlwind kick. Another thing I do to bully people with this is when an enemy's, like, moving around, when I try to find people's locations, a lot of times people seeing me as a Sonic user, they're thinking I'm going to be moving all the time. And so I just stand in one place when they dash, and they just start spin dashing around me or dashing random locations thinking I'm going to side dash or something like that. Also, I play backdashes a lot. And it's kind of hard for me to do. It might be easier for you guys to do, but what I do there is I do all four of my M1s, then I side dash to like an angle. I side dash at an angle, and then I use whirlwind kick, which gets them like, I don't know. Let me activate no cooldown so I can show you this. Right there. Now, this kind of messes things up, but I found something out about Sonic, that if an enemy's already, like, stunned on the ground, then you use whirlwind kick. I think this is with a lot of characters that have that kind of effect, but they kind of, like, go upside down, as if you were getting the kill effect for Sonic, but you don't, and so what happens is they get flipped up, like, right after. If they aren't expecting that, if they don't know that happens, then they're gonna be you're gonna be able to combo out of that. Don't use this on pros, because, I mean, they're obviously gonna counter it. But if you fight a noob or someone of a similar level as you, and you just learned it from this video, which I highly doubt, then go ahead and use it. With the Awakening, I'd say you want to play it safe. Wait, I need to make this a lot more relatable. So, like, when you get his Awakening, obviously people are going to try and trick you and stuff. but you have the upper hand when you have your awakening, even if your enemy has your awakening. Carnage can be a pretty risky move, especially if you're fighting any Saitama player. Never use Twin Blade Rush when there is a Atomic Samurai, or wait, I'm sorry, Blade Master around, because either they're gonna use Atomic Slash, which it's kind of like a strongest hero player using what is it? I forget the name again. Omnidirectional Punch on you. But it's kind of weird. It depends on what stage you're on. There are moments where the hitboxes kind of go all over the place, and I think like the enemy's hitbox is farther down when you go up to the peak of the attack, like this. Oh shoot, I missed it. How do I miss that? So like when you're at the peak of the attack, right there. That's when I think the enemy's hitbox is like somewhere. If I could turn on something to see the hitboxes, I would, but I assume that it's there because that's usually what happens. My enemy, the person I'm attacking, gets hit with it when I'm at that peak point. Oh, and a tip for fourfold flash strike. If you manage to land it, then props to you. But also be ready to side dash out of the way. It doesn't matter if you landed it or you missed it, side dash, because obviously people are going to see a person low or half HP fighting an awakened Sonic user, and they're going to just see a free kill, especially Genos players or any other awakenings. They're going to just see a free kill, and so what I do is I backdash out of the way, or if I'm close enough, I'd attack. That's pretty much it. So, have a great day, and hopefully this helps you. Remember to bait, and remember to protect.